once again, everybody. Boyd here with you. Oh, we're out here with another model flashback video this week. This is the Halcyon Nostromo model kit from the movie Alien, which is my favorite of the Alien movies, the first film, and had a lot of fun building this one up a couple years ago. Going back and looking at my original video presentation of that, I never really had this thing all the way together with the backdrop in place and everything, so I had it out here just doing a little bit of sprucing up on it, you know, pull it off the shelf and dusting it and everything, so I thought I would shoot it again and show it to you guys. This is from the old Halcyon line. Like a lot of you guys remember, Halcyon had the license for the Alien model kits back in the mid-90s, and they produced quite a few kits. Most of them were vinyl, as this is. The main hull body and everything is all vinyl, and all the little detail parts are styrene. But the kit went together really nice. I didn't have that much trouble with it. At the time, I was just kind of, this was one of the first model kits made of vinyl that I had built, and it was just a matter of doing a little bit of heating and, you know, cutting and a little bit of fill work, you know, to fill in the panels where the parts glue together, but it all went together pretty nice in the end. I wound up doing some nice lighting on it and put it on this little display base. I've wanted to go back at some point, and I keep saying that about a lot of the other models that I've shown you guys, but it's a matter of finding the time. But I wanted to go back and kind of finish painting this area here where my landscape blends into the base, just kind of blend in that color, and hopefully I'll get around to it one of these days. But I created the landscape. The ship is supposed to be landed on planet LV-426, and I replicated the damage to the front landing gear in the sequence where they land and do the damage to the ship by, you know, having it land on a rock or whatever. Now the basic surface there is just done with automotive Bondo, and you know, in the film everything was really dark when they were on the planet. It was hard to see what the surface looked like, but I was able to find some behind the scenes pictures when they were doing the miniature work with these, and this is kind of what the surface looked like. And then these rocks here are just chunks of styrofoam that I took some lacquer thinner and brushed over them, and it made them melt, which gave me this really cool kind of weathered, fossilized look, you know, like rocks that have been whipped by the elements for years and years, probably eons, and just have worn them down. And we added that detail in there. I just did a bunch of, you know, different mineral colors to simulate all that. Just kind of mixed it all in, and it worked out pretty well. Got the nice backdrop there that Jerry at HDA Model Works made for me of the alien ship crashed, and just kind of put the whole thing together. I set it all up with lighting, and I used this little remote setup from Tenna Controls, and I'll just show you what the basic functions are. The A button, you push that and you get all the lighting on the ship, which is like the hull port windows and everything, and then the kind of iconic landing gear lights that we saw a lot in the film when they did the planet landing sequence. Those are just 5mm LEDs, you know, pointing straight down, and then I think the interior is lit with LED strip lighting and a bunch of fiber optics. The second button here, the B button, lights up these engines here in the back, and even though these are not supposed to be lit when it's on the ground, I just wanted to have that feature built in, so I went ahead and did that. Then the really cool thing that we did here, we hit the C button, and we'll show you that down on the bottom there, they had this massive row of floodlights that come on, and they slowly get brighter as the ship is descending. So I had Ralph at Tenna Controls make me a little delayed, you know, setup on there where I think it's about a 15-second delay. You push the button and the lights, you know, you can see them slowly getting brighter and brighter until they're at full intensity. But there's probably about 1,000 fiber optics there on the bottom to make those rows of lights. I wish they did more of a floodlight effect, but you know, fiber optics don't emit a lot of light out of them. They just emit the points of light at the tip. They don't really push out a lot of light, so I don't get much of a floodlight effect with that. But I probably could have came in from the side and hid some LEDs like behind these rocks or something, and just, you know, made it look like they were putting out a lot of light. And who knows, maybe I'll do that someday. But you know, I was really happy with that. It's just some strip LEDs facing straight down on the inside that are hooked up to the board, and they just power up slowly when you push the button. And but you know, it gives a neat effect, and I don't think I'd seen it at the time. I hadn't seen it done on this model before, so it was a whole lot of drilling, hours and hours of drilling down there to get those all put in. So I was pretty pleased with how it turned out. But it's got a lot of detail on it. You know, there's not a lot of separate parts as far as greelies that go on the top of this thing, so I did my best to do some weathering and shading on there to try to get, you know, bring out some of that detail on the surface. And it's a pretty small scale. The original shooting prop was about 15 feet long. It was recently restored too. It was stored away for a long time in really bad condition, left outside. I think they said even some animals had been living inside it, and they did a complete restoration on it. It's in a museum now, and it looks fantastic, but I'm glad they saved it. So that's the USCSS Nostromo, you guys. I hope you like seeing it again. And I've got it all cleaned up and ready to go back into the display room. We'll close this up. I'll push the last button here, and we've got a few sound effects that are built into it. And we'll catch you on the next video, everybody. Take care and happy modeling.
Plug it in. Thank you. Where is it? You should know. It's not our system. Contact traffic control. This is commercial towing vehicle Nostromo. Money's safe. Let's take you down. Roll 92 degrees, port yaw. Prime the port.